What's up, YouTube land? So I've been working on fixing dragons for Realm of Thrones for 1.3.13 and more sales. So this is like Realm of Thrones 8.0 or close to that. So anyways, once 1.3 and more sales came out, Tailworlds like made some changes to the engine, I guess to accommodate ships and whatever. And so it broke dragons. Basically, the problem is, oh yeah, I have to fix that. Don't worry about that for right now. I have to change the timing of when the patch occurs. But I am needing to patch the agent, and that's why you saw that. But the problem with 1.3 and more sales is no matter where you try to put an agent or character or whatever, it will always go to the ground height position. So you can say, so every character's position is X, Y, Z. X and Y is like forward and back and left and right. And Z is the elevation. So it doesn't matter. You could say Z 5000. It'll ignore that number and put it to the terrain height, which was a problem because it prevented dragons from flying. The old way that dragons used to work was they would spawn like some entity that acted as a floor, kind of like a dynamic floor that you could lift up and down. And as long as it was underneath the dragon, it would lift the dragon up or lower the dragon, and that's how the dragon was flying. But that no longer works. So the engine code in tailworlds.native needed to be patched so you could set any Z position and it wouldn't try to override it with the terrain height. And then basically I had to like rewrite the entire flight controls for the dragon, because before you just had a floor underneath the dragon and you were actually just walking around with the dragon and the right animations would play based on that. But now that's all gone. It would just ignore that entity that acted as the fake floor, and the game just wanted to put the dragon on the terrain floor. So yeah, I had to patch the native code to ignore the Z and then rewrite all the dragon flight. So there is still one thing I don't like about it, but it will have to be addressed later. But this is pretty much working dragon flight. Minus I have to fix when the agent gets patched so you don't get the meat bullet. And I have to fix what you will see right now, which is the rider not syncing with the dragon as he's like flying, bouncing up and down. I don't know if we need an animation to make the rider bounce up and down at the same rate as the dragon, but here we go. So you take off. And so right now, like, I don't know why that happens, but essentially, see if you go to an idle, like the dragon is like flying, bouncing up and down or something. So it's kind of like out of sync. It's the least of my worries right now. But essentially the dragon works like you control it kind of like a car. You press forward and then he gets speed, and right now he's just coasting. I don't know all the correct animations to play, so I'm just playing this like gliding animation. I'm playing with a PlayStation controller right now, so it also works with keyboard, but if you hold X, like you can be looking down and holding X, and he'll ascend, which I think is an improvement on the previous controls, which relied on camera. Like in order to go up, you had to like look up. But like, look, if you're going right now, I'm going up. Can you even tell I'm going up? Can't, but I am. But now you can be looking down, looking at your enemies, and ascending while you're looking down. And if you want to go down, you can just press square, and now the dragon will start lowering. So if I start pressing back, it'll slow the dragon down until he gets to like an idle. And then if you want, you can press left and right to strafe. Or if you want to turn, you could just like turn the camera and then he'll turn while he's like idling. Or you can go backwards. Like I'm just pressing back. And while you're going backwards, you could also strafe or turn the camera and he'll keep going backwards. He's like in reverse right now. And to stop that, you just press forward and then. So the animations are a little janky. As you can see, the rider is janky, but it like works now. And I think the controls are way better than before how I have it now. Like it actually feels like way more natural to. Yeah, I have LB or L1. LB is Xbox, but L1 is normally how you like press Alt to like see things on the map. And I have that map to the fire, so that's why. So I'm like lowering, so you can come down. Yeah, I think that was low enough for the fire to reach them. Actually, I kind of like it with like it doing the fire and pressing Alt because you can kind of see your target. Fly up, fly down. Landing, normally the player would get killed, so I had to like you saw that like damage right there. Because essentially, like while the dragon's up in the air, the the engine thinks you're like constantly falling. So as soon as you get like near the ground, it like gives you fall damage. So I'm able to detect like that I'm actually flying, and so I avoid the fall damage. But it does have that side effect of like when you land, like oh, it thinks you fell from a great height. Because the entire time while you're flying, it just thinks you're falling. But essentially, Dragonflight is working. It's just not perfect because this is the most piece of shit engine ever made. And we do what we can. We have to choose our battles. But I'm definitely happy with how the flight works. Like it just feels very natural and like intuitive and easy now. I'm like, oh look, I want to stop. I want to strafe. I want to land. I want to take back off. The fire, I think, could probably be extended a little. But once you get used to the height, like it's not that hard to deal with. Oh, look at you. Where do you think you're going? So it's very like easy to control. Animations are all fucked. Like look, my sword is flying away. But I mean, this is better than not flying. So there you have it, folks. Dragon flies again. And once the animation issues get sorted out, it'll be like you never knew it was gone. So that is that, folks. Have a great night, and see you in the next video. Like, share, subscribe, endorse all my mods. Let's all cry. Goodbye.